Good morning, Francesco. When navigating the many new build options available at shipyards or browsing the number of used boats offered by brokers, buying a boat can be really confusing. So how should an owner begin this journey? And what are the first key steps they need to take?
Julia, there are several ways to find your dream yacht, but it mainly comes down on how an owner intends on using their boat. Used boat seems more attractive to the first-time buyers because they pose less of a risk, but a new build can sometimes offer more advantage, definitely. Either way, an owner needs to keep in mind two main characteristics. First of all, a unique proposition that will keep the boat in high demand. And second of all, quality. A boat will maintain its resale value if the design, build, material, and maintenance is of high quality. At the end, the best way to guarantee boat points is to build from new, definitely.
So when should an owner look to put a team in place? And who should it include, and how do they go about doing this?
The yachting business is fairly complicated, honestly. Client perception when looking to buy a boat can sometimes be that is a lot like buying a car, but that is very, very far from the truth. Before making any big decision, all options need to be thoroughly considered and investigated. This is where putting a team together is critical because it's the experience and the industry knowledge of this team that will guide most of the owner's purchasing decision. From what shipyard to go, what amenities to have on board, and even the length of the yacht. For example, do you want a shallow draft to cruise to the Bahamas, Maldives, or an ice class hull to head to Antarctica? A first-class team will include designer, naval architects, lawyers, an owner rep, and that's just for starters. It can seem like a really daunting process, and rightly so, because all roads leads from here. But starting the journey with a consulting such as SF Yachts, who can matchmake you with a team that has been tailored to your needs, is the simpler and often more effective method. Even if buying a used boat, having a consultancy on hand is still a good idea if you intend on going down the refit route and making significant change. We cherry pick the team with the owner, advising and guiding through the entire process and steering them towards the ones best suited to their needs, rather than choose based on existing alliances. For many owners, this one-stop solution that supports the entire process removes a lot of headache from the experience and delivers definitely better results. It is also proven that save owners time and money in the long term. This is because we work with our client and carry the responsibilities to deliver not only the yacht of their dream, but the quality of their time spent on board after purchase too.
Are there any important factors that a first-time buyer should be aware of?
The most important factor before making any decision is to understand what you want from your yacht in terms of onboard space, motor or sail, performance or comfort, and cruising location. All these factors are directly determined by an owner's personal preference and lifestyle. Do they intend on having young children on board? Is remote exploration high on their agenda? Do they like spend more time outside on decks or relaxing indoors? This decision will dictate the size of the boat, the number of toys, the access to the water, monohull or multi-hull, planning or full displacement, and etc. A clear brief that ties all these elements together is essential.
What about price? That must be a contributing factor?
Yes, an owner's budget is the most important factor, but it is how you use the money that is the key. It's a complex topic with many areas to consider, but put it simply, it's not only the size of the yacht that matters. It became fairly common for owners to equate size with price, but this is a misconception and ignores all the other important factors mentioned before.
And are there any tests or procedures that need to be in place to make sure the yacht is as expected and ready to use when taking delivery?
Every new yacht will go through sea trial to test its performance. But much like a test drive in the automotive industry, the same should be done for a used boat too. Just as important, though, is the need for a true survey of the yacht. This will highlight any required work or underlying faults, and if not carried out properly, can have a huge impact on cost, not to mention the owner's overall onboard experience, obviously. These are all technical elements to buying a boat and can seem really daunting to first-time buyers. This is why we created our unique procedures that helps all our clients to follow the construction process or yacht survey, breaking it down stage by stage so it's easier to understand. It also helps to keep to the agreed time frame with minimal risk.
So in your experience, what are the most common issues that complicate the buying process?
Julia, nearly always the biggest issue is an owner's lack of technical and yachting experience, if you allow me. Yachting is a highly complicated industry and technical knowledge is fundamental, but it takes a really long time to understand the many aspects. Another common misconception among owners is that the size of the yacht is the most important element. The idea that you should buy the largest yacht that your budget allows is outdated, mainly because it fails to consider the quality, craftsmanship, or design of the boat. Owners are also unaware of the added complexity that a larger vessel brings. It will alter where they can cruise, what regulation they need to comply with, or how many crew. So big is not the best for everyone.
It's sometimes said that an owner's two best days in yachting are the day they buy and the day they sell. Why is that, and what does it mean?
Quite simple. That only applies to the owners who didn't buy the yacht what was right for them. So what start out as the best experience can quickly become the opposite. Buying a yacht is an incredible journey to go on, but it's far from easy, and if owners are unaware of exactly what is that they are buying, it can lead to disappointment and cost. That's why you need experience on your side, and we at SF Yachts provide all of that, along with safe passage and a really fun ride.